Linear equations can be given in these forms as well, and we have to sort them out properly, simplify them where needed before we can get to the solution. In this case, you can see that the very first step in this case, let us get this to the other side because we only want the x term over here. So I'm going to switch this to this side. We notice that the sign, no sign is given, so it's a plus. When we switch sides, the sign changes. Over here, the x term remains, and this becomes 7 minus 2 over 3. We have to solve this side first before we can move forward. There's no other term to shift, so we are done with that part. Over here, since there is no denominator, we can write a 1, and the denominator in this case is 3. So we have to change this denominator into 3 as well, and that we do by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 3. This becomes, this remains as it is, and this changes to 7 to the 21 over 3 minus 2 over 3. After solving this becomes 19 over 3, and over here we had 2 over 5 and x. Since we're supposed to find the value of x, this 2 over 3 is totally unnecessary, so we are going to take it to the other side. And how we take it to the other side? When we take it to the other side, the fraction switches. That means over here it was being multiplied with x, and over here it's going to be divided by x. That simply means we switch the numerator and the denominator, simply. I'll repeat it again. If you have a fraction which is being multiplied with the x, if you take it to the other side, you're going to write the reciprocal of that fraction. Reciprocal means we just switch the numerator and denominator. Instead of writing 2 over 5, we wrote 5 over 2. And the sign between them is going to be multiply. We see if we can simplify anything. 2 does not divide 5 on 19. 3 does not divide 19 and 5. So all we can do is just multiply. Numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So we end up with 95 over 6. Or you can say, just carry on with division. 6 divides 9 one time, we're left with 35. 6 5 to 30, and we have 5 left. We have found the value of x in this case. We look at the next linear equation. We have a lot of brackets. Obviously, we'll have to open them first. And how we do that is, whichever number we have outside, we multiply it with the first, and then we multiply it with the second term in each and every case. And since no sign is the positive, no sign is going to change inside when we open the bracket. And 4 multiplied by y gives you 4y. Then we have the minus sign, we write it as it is, 4 ones are 4. Next bracket. 3 multiplied by y gives you 3y. 3 multiplied by 2 gives you 6. We have opened the brackets on this side. The first term, then the second term. You multiply the first term, you multiply the second term. And luckily we don't have any negatives outside the bracket, so we do not have to change any signs. 5 multiplied by y gives you 5y, and 5 multiplied by 4 gives you 20. The sign given is minus. After opening the bracket, we identified the like terms. By like terms, we mean these are the two y terms on this side, and you also have two constants, this and this. These are like terms. So for y, no sign, it's a positive. 4 plus 3, these are the two terms. 4y and plus 3y gives you 7y. You can do it orally. For larger term, maybe you want to write them down. It's entirely up to you. So we end up with 7y. Then we have minus 4 minus 6, or it is simply 6 minus 4. You can write it like this: 6 minus 4, that gives you a plus 2. So we have simplified the terms on this side, but we still have these terms on the other side, which we need to switch around. Alright, what we can do is we can bring the 5y to this side. It had a positive sign, so when we bring it to this side, it becomes negative. And we end up with 7y minus 5y. And we already had the plus 2, we should not forget about that. And what we have left on the other side is minus 20, so we write it down. 7y minus 5y gives you 2y. Remember, this is the term we switched, and this is equal to, we also had the plus 2, and we also had the minus 20. Now, since we only want to keep the y term on this side, we have to switch this too. And whenever we change sides, we have to change the sign. So this becomes 2y is equal to minus 20 minus 2, which ends up as, since they're both negative, so we have 20 negatives and we have 2 negatives, together they make 22 negatives. This is addition, alright? And we only have this 2, which is being multiplied by the y. If I want to take it to the other side, since it was being multiplied over here, when I switch the sides, it ends up as a denominator, or it ends up dividing the minus 22. Last step, y will be equal to minus 22 over 2, or y will be equal to minus 11.